Have you ever thought to turn a plain wire into a work of art? Today, we're going to embark on the fascinating world of crochet lace, which is a technique that combines delicacy and precision to create unique pieces. Think about it, in a hallway of a stylish table that you can make to decorate your home, and the impression on all who visit. But what if I tell you that it's not just about beauty? Crochet can be a journey of relaxation and even a form of meditation. As long as our hands are involved, our minds need to rest. Have you ever thought about it? And don't let that fool you, although it appears complex, and getting started is easier than you might think. Today, we are going to learn the basics. You are going to see how much you can be quick to get the hang of it. And here's the challenge, that by the end of this video, you are going to have to be ready to get started on your own project. Right now, try to imagine all the possibilities. Small accessories are a great project for decor. Crochet lace opens up a range of new features. So what would be the first one to ask you that you would want to create? Think of this while we continue with our step-by-step instructions. Remember, with each stitch, each point is a story in itself. And now to the story, it's about creating something that's beautiful, functional, and with his own hands. Come on, grab your needle, pick your thread up, and get ready to give life to your creativity. At the end of the video, surprise! Before we get started, let's talk about the materials that you will need for this project. Here's the full list. Crochet thread lace in the color of your choice. I highly recommend a line of 100% cotton for a delicate finish and a beautiful one. Crochet hook appropriate to the selected line. Please check the packing of the line. The numbering is indicated for the needle. Pair of sharp scissors to cut the thread. Tape measure to measure the length of the corridor to the table. Dot markers. They are useful for marking the beginning and at the end of a section, or to remind you where you have to make increases or decreases. You can find these materials at craft stores or online. If it's your first time buying materials for crocheting, make sure to use one vendor to determine the best line and needle for the beginning of the game. Now that you have all the materials, you're going to review some of the basic stitches in crochet that we will use in this project. If you're already familiar with these points, you can skip ahead to the next section. We're going to start with a chain, which is the basis for many crochet projects. To make a chain, tie a knot conveyor belt and place it on the needle. Hold the needle with your right hand or left if you are left-handed, and the row with the other hand. Skip the line to the needle and pull it through the loop on the hook. Continue this motion until you have the number of streams you want. Now we come to the all-time low. Insert the needle into the second stitch from the hook. Pull the thread through the stitch. You'll have 2 loops on the hook. Thread the line back on the needle and pull it through 2 loops. Repeat this process in order to make the most points in the Netherlands. And in the end, the point is high. The pass line on the needle, and insert the needle into the stitch. Pull the thread through the stitch. You will have 3 loops on the hook. Skip the line to the needle and pull it through the first 2 loops. Skip the line on the needle and pull through the 2 loops remaining. The practice of these points, even if you feel comfortable with before you start the project. There are so many designs cute for the table runners in crochet lace, from the simplest to the most complex. For starters, I highly recommend you choose a simple pattern which only use some of the points of the basics. I'm going to show you a few examples of the patterns, and learn how to choose the best one for you. You can find the patterns for free from sites such as Name of Site, or to purchase a pattern designed online. Some of the patterns that I recommend for beginners are Crochet Pattern of the Lace is simple. This pattern uses only chains and spikes, creating a classic look and elegant design. Crochet Pattern Flowers, a little more advanced but still suitable for beginners. It comes with a tiny flower in crochet that will add a decorative touch to the hallway table. Crochet Pattern Geometry, perfect for those who love the lines and shapes in clean condition. Use low points and as high as possible to create a geometric design that's interesting. Choose the pattern you like that is within your level of skill. Keep in mind that you can always start out with a standard, plain, and move on to something more complex as you gain the confidence and skills. We're going to start to do this in our hallway room. First, we are going to learn how to read a crochet pattern. Crochet patterns often use abbreviations and symbols to represent the different stitches and techniques. Here are just a few of the abbreviations are the most common. CH, chain SC, low point in the DC point, high, SD stitch RND round rep, repeat. Make sure you understand the following abbreviations before you get started. I'm going to explain to you all the instructions to the pattern that I chose for this tutorial. First, check the current of a number of points. This will be the length of the corridor to the table. Then follow these steps. A. In the second chain from the needle, make a one-time low. Keep doing the low points in each chain to the end of the line. To make a chain, and turn your work. To make a low point in each C to end of row. Repeat these rows until you reach the desired length for the runner of the table. Make sure you count your points on regular basis to make sure you are not missing out either by adding stitches in error. We're almost done. To the end of your hallway in a table, you follow these steps. I'm going to show you how to hide the ends of the line for a perfect finish. When you have finished the last of the line, cut the line, leaving an edge of about 15 centimeters. Pass the thread through the last loop on the needle and pull to tighten. Use a tapestry needle to hide the edge of the line between the points of the work. When you're done, you can block the piece so that it is flat and beautiful. Block, it means to stretch out, and attach the piece to the desired shape, and then dampening the cloth to it to make sure it stays that way. Here's how to do it. Soak the runner of the table in cold water and squeeze out the excess water to extend the piece to a flat surface such as a rug lock or a towel, and safety pin into the desired shape. Allow the piece to dry completely before removing the pins. The block to ask for help to open up the design and give it a professional look and feel to their work. Here are a few additional tips to make it easier to work with the crochet lace. Use a crochet hook with an ergonomic handle to prevent fatigue of the hands. Practice reading patterns before beginning projects that are more complex. Be sure to keep your hands clean to avoid the line to get it dirty or oily. If possible, work in a well-lit room to have a better view of the point. Here are some answers to frequently asked questions that I receive for beginners. How long does it take to do a runner for the table? It depends on the speed and the size of the design. It can take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks. How do I prevent the line break while I'm at work? Try to hold your line in a uniform manner and laid back. If the line begins to cheer, then let it hang so that the torque falls apart. Can I use any type of thread for this project? It is best to use a line that's suitable for a crochet lace as a line of 100% cotton. Other threads may not yield the same result. Happy birthday to you! Do you have a cute runner for the table of the crochet lace? I hope you have enjoyed the process and the results. The crochet is a wonderful skill that you can bring out the best in customer satisfaction and beauty to your life. Don't forget to share your creations on social networks using the hashtag in the channel. And if you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, liking the video, and leaving a comment. It will help us a lot and allows us to continue to bring in more open,